concern I have, you broke down numbers, and we were talking about a house that's controlled by the Republican Party with some pretty good numbers, but the Republican Party can't get this legislation to the floor for a vote. And I think part of the challenge, and I see this in Berks County, because immigration and its impact on farms, mushroom, crop farms, etc., is significant, is that the conservative side, and I am conservative, say the least.
You're an enlightened conservative, right?
They make the argument, and I don't agree with this, that we have to do enforcement first. And if we do enforcement first, we, the farm community, has to get the message out, the impact. It would be absolutely devastating. But I agree with the gentleman here. I've been involved in this issue since the mid-90s, and we've gone nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. And I think we have to change the message and help people understand the impact on their community.
Bear in mind that when you talk about addressing all three of these areas, the enforcement you're talking about is prospective. For example, with E-Verify, mandatory E-Verify, 500,000 businesses in the country use electronic verification of employment right now. It works extremely well. But if you're worried about some of your current workforce being uncovered by E-Verify, the Republican bill that passed through the Judiciary Committee does not cover any existing workforce. And the same thing's true of the larger picture here. What we're trying to do is we're trying to set up an assurance that in exchange for addressing all the problems that exist with immigration today, including the people who are not lawfully here, there's got to be an agreement that in the future there's going to be zero tolerance of illegal immigration. And today there's a tolerance even of illegal immigrants who've committed other crimes. It has to be a certain level of serious crime before they'll deport you from the United States.
But don't you need enforcement and a verifiable guest worker
Absolutely.
Program at the same time? If you do enforcement
Absolutely.
only, but I will tell you, the Tea Party groups up in our county are saying, do enforcement first. And what they're not hearing back, they're not hearing from our Farm Bureau, they're not hearing from other farm-related groups saying, here's the impact on Berks County, here's why you need to do both, here's why you need to support. And I support the package that you put together. I think it's good, but we can't point to the other side of the aisle when our own side of the aisle can't get together.
I'm not pointing to the other side of the aisle.
I'm not saying you are.
I'm pointing to the fact that you've got to keep the pressure on everybody in the Congress to do the work that needs to be done. And when the president says, "Oh, I'll do it myself," when he doesn't have the authority to do it himself, and what he does doesn't solve the problem, makes the pressure cooker that is the Congress release the steam and defer the issues. It's better to keep pressure in the Congress. Sir.